Hey there guys, welcome back to Wargaming Luke, and just a quick one today. I did promise that at the end of the week I'd do a second video to catch you guys up on the changes to the Infinity Gems. We have two of the old Infinity Gems that were 2 threat that they've dropped down, and they've kind of changed a couple of them as well to fit the current sort of play that we see in Marvel Crisis Protocol so that they can actually be used possibly, but we'll have to wait and see on that. And we also have a release date that's been set by Atomic Mass Games, so I thought I'd filter that into this video as well. For next week, they wanted to hit it on the 25th of this month of November for Thanksgiving. They've said that's definitely the date they're aiming for, to drop all the new updates that we've been discussing pretty much since I started covering Marvel Crisis Protocol news on the channel. So good to know that we finally got an actual release date a week beforehand, but either way, just good to know we're getting it. Make sure that you're subscribing to the channel, guys, of course, and throwing a like on the video, and leave those all-important comments down below. Also, big shout out to our sponsors and my gaming store of choice, Board in Brum. They have a unique Marvel Crisis Protocol team event on December the 4th. Using Highlander rules, you and your buddies can form a team of 3 working together throughout a series of games, giving a different edge than your usual game days, where you will get to try a whole new way of playing and putting new tactics and roster building to the ultimate test. Pick up your tickets now for this awesome day by following the link in the comments and description below. We all look forward to seeing you there. But let's go quickly, guys, through these changes, and then we'll talk a little bit more about what we can expect leading into next week and the changes dropping and how you can see that sort of happening. I'll take you through that. But the Infinity Gem for space, the Space Gem has received changes here. Let's see what they actually have to say. The first one to go over is pretty simple. The Space Gem is getting a reduction in cost from 2 threat to 1. Our hope is that this small adjustment makes the Space Gem a more interesting choice for characters and can take it, especially compared to the Mind Gem. Additionally, we expect that the change to the Time Gem we are about to look at will also increase consideration for the Space Gem as well. So the Space Gem, guys, if you haven't seen it before, it used to be 2 threat to take it, it's now 1. And remember, with the new changes, folks, you take a gem or a stone on your character, it increases their threat level by the amount, probably from, say, Doctor Strange takes the Soul Stone, that takes him to 6 threat instead of 5 threat. He's now 6 threat in your roster if you take him with the Soul Stone, and he's attached to the Soul Stone. You cannot remove it from him in that roster at any point during a tournament or whatever play you're doing. Or if you're just taking your roster down to the local club or whatever to play with a friend, he has to keep that stone now. You have to attach it to a character in your roster. And this, as we've discussed previously, will affect certain characters more than other, but they definitely then had to bring down the threat level of some of the older stones to 1 rather than the 2. So Space Gem, you can spend 2 power if you have the Space Gem to choose this character or another allied character within 3 and place it within 2 of its current position. This superpower can be used only once per turn. So there you go. People like Thanos don't have to spend power to use gems, so this kind of thing on Thanos. You're looking at most of these gems, only Thanos is ever really probably going to be taking them. 2 power spent by him, he doesn't have to spend it, it's free for him to then use that once per turn. Pretty nice, because Thanos already has his 4 range place, right, to get your opponent off objectives, so pretty nice for him to maybe have that. The first one to go over, so we've already read that bit there. So next you look at the Time Gem. From the start, the Time Gem was the most difficult of the Infinity Gems to both reflect its power and balance in the game. After a lot of consideration, we decided to rework the gem from the ground up, because while the original ability was fun and flavorful, it opened too many negative first turn play patterns when it came to Crisis design. Rather than having to restrict or even ban the gem, which we know it was, we felt this was a golden opportunity to remake the gem to still have a powerful and thematic effect, free of the issues that have come to light with its original design. So yeah, I'm glad that they've changed it so that we can actually use it now. As a bonus, we were also able to reduce it to 1 threat as well, so there you go. So what it now does, it only costs 1 threat for starters, 2 power to then use the gem, and it's a reactive superpower. When this character is attacking before the calculate success or failure step at the end of the modified die step of the attack, so very specific, it may use this superpower. The attacking and defending characters re-roll all of their attack and defense dice, including skull results. Nice. Okay, so it's pretty cool. It could kind of backfire on you though, right? Because it says the attacking and defending characters have to reroll all of their attack and defense dice, including skull results. This is a weird one, right? I'm not so sure what to make of this. The timing of it means that it could work quite nicely. Because it's at the modify dice at the end of the modify dice step, so all re-rolls happen before this, so it could be good against something like, I don't know, it could be good against something like Web Warriors maybe, where they have a lot of defensive re-rolls. You know, this forces them to just re-roll the whole thing, including yours. So I don't know, it's an interesting one. I'm not so sure that people will still take this. Maybe there's something I'm missing that you guys are looking at here. Let me know in the comments what you think of the time gem, folks. But it's interesting, but I don't see it being used still a great deal. Okay guys, so that's all the two cards that have needed changes really for the Infinity Gems. Much needed changes. We kind of knew they'd go down from 2 threat to 1 threat, and the fact that they've changed the time gem is good. I don't know if it'll still see any use, but like I say, let me know in the comments down below. But moving on to the changes upcoming, we know now, how do I know this? It's been circulating for the last few days to a week really, that Atomic Mass Games have been commenting on forums, discords, everything, on their streams and whatnot, answering people's questions as to when the date will be. They're starting. God damn it, Luke, get it together. To answer and give us a date, and they said they are aiming for Thanksgiving, 25th of November week. That's a Thursday, I believe, but they're aiming to drop it for that week. So fingers crossed, that is when we actually do get it. And of course, if you guys don't know what all these upcoming changes to Marvel Crisis Protocol are, and haven't been watching all of my videos, I'll put a link up here on the exclamation there, and I'll link it at the end of this video. It's a video where I go through all of the changes and whether they're good or bad, and we just chat through all of it and whether it's going to be good or not. And of course, the first 100 characters are looking to be changed, and we've been reviewing those changes for the past month now, really, if not longer than that now, that I've been covering it and the game, for the better really, because a lot of the old characters have kind of fallen by the wayside before now that all of these new kind of characters have come out. You know, the meta changes, I suppose, whether you're a casual player or not. But I just thought we'd touch on how these updates will probably drop, because I get so many questions and I see it all on the groups, on Facebook, on Discord and everything. One of the main things I get asked at the moment is, when is it dropping, and how will it be dropping? So it's going to be dropping probably, and I don't know this for sure, but I've seen lots of these drops before from different companies and things. They said it's going to be free, and then next year they're going to drop an actual card pack with all of the new cards and changes for the character cards. You can actually buy a pack from them. I think they said New Year next year, so January, February, I expect that, I'd imagine, maybe even more, maybe closer to Easter, we'll see, where you can actually buy one off them for all the updates. However, the free one dropping end of next week, more than likely, middle of next week maybe, that will be probably just a PDF, like all of their other free rules that you can download on the website from them. It'll probably be a PDF containing all of the character cards and changes and updates and whatnot, that you can download. And if you were to print it onto A4 paper, it would have maybe, I don't know, 2, 3, maybe 4 of the character cards on one sheet of paper. So if you go to a professional or something, like there's like Instaprint and stuff like that in the UK, I'm sure the US has it, where they can just print onto like a card kind of material all of the pages from that PDF. So you just upload your PDF onto their website and they just print it off for you and deliver it within a few days. That's pretty much what I'm going to be doing, because I don't just want it on paper and laminating it. I want it to be like decent quality kind of card like they come on in the sets. So that's what I'm planning on doing. And I hope you guys can find your way of printing off yours as well, because obviously there probably will be quite a few sheets in the PDF, given that it's up to 100 changes that we're going to be seeing. So What else haven't we seen yet leading up to the updates next week? I'm expecting tomorrow night, it's Atomic Mass Games drop night for their transmissions, so expect to see another transmission on some more character changes. Will we just see a drop of just some random characters tomorrow night? We still haven't seen the rest of Wakanda, and we haven't seen really any of the Asgardian changes except for Enchantress and Angela. Wakanda, we have seen a few already as well. I don't think they'll really change Black Panther much either. So my money's going to be on Asgardians tomorrow night. Could be just a random mix of characters, but we'll have to wait and see, I think. I'm looking forward to all the more reveals anyway, and I'm sure when it drops next week, we'll do a video, maybe it might be a long one, who knows, where we just look at the PDF that they're dropping and any new changes that we haven't seen beforehand on transmissions, etc. But I hope this vid's been helpful, guys. If you have any other questions, leave them down below. But 25th of November, the week of around Thanksgiving, is when they're planning on dropping all of these updates. And like I say, now you do know how you'll be able to get hold of these as well when it comes along. But looking forward to it, guys. Looking forward to, as always, discussing more Marvel Crisis Protocol with you guys, and maybe even getting some battle reports back soon. Me and Alan on the weekend were back playing again. So who knows, guys? Who knows? Let me know if you want to see battle reports again. But anyway, I'll speak to you soon, guys. As always, happy wargaming. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Make sure to check out all of our socials. If you want some quick reads on everything Marvel Crisis Protocol, you can go check out our friends over at Web Warrior Protocols. But for all your wargaming and of course Marvel Crisis Protocol needs, go over to Board in Brum for fantastic discount prices. All of these things, links can be found in the description below this video. Happy wargaming.